While the found footage fad has calmed down, occasionally there comes a film that reminds you why the subgenre became so popular in the first place. Today's pick for number 30 is one such movie. This is M.L. Miller Fright's Best in Horror Countdown 2022 through 2023, counting down the best in horror within the window of October 1st, 2022 through September 30th, 2023.
Number 30.
DEADSTREAM was released on October 13th, 2022. You can find it streaming on Shudder. It's directed and written by Joseph Winter and Vanessa Winter. When the number of his followers begin to show a decline, YouTuber Sean, played by Joseph Winter, decides to take the ultimate risk and live stream alone from a haunted house. Unbeknownst to him, he's chosen a house that is not only haunted, but extremely dangerous. And Sean's antics have pissed off the spirits inside. If you have a love-hate relationship with ghost hunting shows like I do or did, I think this is the movie for you. One of the things that drove me absolutely nuts on the ghost hunting shows was that the camera was focused on the person's stupid face instead of forward, where we all want to see. So when one of them screams, "What the hell was that?" which, by the way, happens in every goddamn episode, all you see is their stupid expression instead of maybe facing the camera forward and capturing what it is that is causing that exclamation. This simple facet of ghost hunting shows drove me absolutely insane because I, like everyone else, would love to see what they saw. Of course, if we did, there would be much less "what the hell is thating," but still, hypothetically, if something were to occur, it would be captured on film. Well, the makers of DEADSTREAM seem to share my frustrations for those ghost hunting shows because not only is there a camera constantly looking right in the writer-director Joseph Winter's gob, but there's also another camera simultaneously looking forward to see what he sees. Man, where were the Winters all those years ago? This makes the experience not only more suspenseful, but more immersive. We not only see Sean's reaction, but we also see what he's reacting to. And it makes a world of difference. Not only that, but DEADSTREAM also has Sean put up motion cameras that are automatically cut to if it picks up any movement. So you could be in one room with Sean doing his antics, and all of a sudden the camera cuts quickly outside of the room, suggesting that there is something strange going on in the house where he is supposed to be alone. Again, these little ghost hunting innovations not only feel like they're covering more ground, but also, and more importantly to the movie, adds to the suspense. It shows that Winter and his co-writer, co-director, wife, Vanessa Winter, are not only fans of those shows, but have put some real thought into what makes them compelling and scary. They're also funny as hell. DEADSTREAM is a wonderfully macabre and funny film. I laughed out loud over and over at Sean's boneheaded maneuvers throughout the house. I loved his high-pitched scream when something terrifying or something not so terrifying occurs. Winter has wonderful comic timing, muttering just the right phrase under his breath as he rounds a dark corner to cause a smile, and then punctuating it with a scream that could shatter glass. It's fun seeing this scaredy cat run all around this house attempting to simply survive, yet encountering one ghost or evil spirit after another set to do otherwise. But it turns out Sean is not alone, as he is joined midway by Uberfan Chrissy, played by Melanie Stone, who we last saw as the evil sprite in Winter's segment in VHS 99. Just when Sean's over-caffeinated buffoonery begins to get to be a bit much, Stone enters the picture and gives the film another jolt of energy. Stone is an actor who is fascinating to watch. I've only seen her in VHS 99 and this movie, but I'm already a fan. She's got a captivating look and energy to spare. Seeing Sean and Chrissy bounce off of one another in this house of horrors is comedy gold. And this truly is a house of horrors. Not only is the comedy crisp and energetic, but this is one damn scary and unpredictable movie as well. As easy as one might think it would be to escape the haunted house, the house makes it damn hard, and all kinds of horrifying ghosts and goblins shambling about are ready to leap out when you're at least expecting. The use of the multicams, which are motion activated, also add to the terror as you know something is triggering the camera to come on, but don't know what. The blending of technology and suspense makes this an edge of your seat film where you really are concerned about Sean. It's hard for most comedies to actually be scary and real, but because Winter is so genuinely scared in front of the camera, even though I was laughing at his goofy moves and girly shrieking, I found myself actually concerned whether or not he was going to get out alive. Deadstream, along with the Winters final segment in VHS 99, makes it clear that the Winters are going to have an amazing career in horror. Deadstream is a comedic Grave Encounters, as both films end up throwing everything but the kitchen sink at you. The difference is that while Grave Encounters was pretty much just terrifying, Deadstream is both terrifying and hilarious. If you're looking for a horror movie that will make you jump back in your seat and simultaneously laugh your ass off, Deadstream is here to fill that need.
Another found footage horror that really impressed me was the sequel to the sleeper hit Horror in the High Desert. Horror in the High Desert 2, MINERVA, was released on March 8, 2023, and you can find it streaming on Tubi. It's directed and written by Dutch Marich. A year after YouTuber Gary Hinge went missing in the eastern Nevada desert, a new string of strange events began occurring in the same area. This compelled reporter Gal Roberts, played by Entrance's Susie Block, to put together a new documentary, digging into the strange phenomena of the desert. College student Minerva Sound, played by Solveig Helene, was put up in a housing unit on the edge of the desert by her school when the dorms were full. Her stay was cut short with a haunting 911 call, which makes up the intro for the movie. Not long after, single mother Amelia Brasher, played by Brooke Bradshaw, goes missing as well. In both cases, footage was found from the victims' cell phones, security cameras, dashboard cams, and body cams of the responders that added new puzzle pieces to this terrifying case. Horror in the High Desert was a fun found footage film that followed the format of Lake Mungo, making it more of a fake documentary than straight up found footage. Like Lake Mungo, the scariest part was the handheld sections from the victims' cameras, while the interviews deepened the stories and made the chills much more resonant. I felt Horror in the High Desert was good, but also felt that the interview sections were long, making the film feel like a drag. The last 20 minutes make up for the lagging beginning in spades, but the slow opener made it a difficult slog to get through. Well, it seems writer-director Dutch Marich took the criticism and made a better sequel out of the ingredients of what made the first film so compelling. There's much less time on the interviews and much more footage found from phones and security cameras in the sequel, which makes the pace of the film feel quite brisker than the original. These moments are absolutely terrifying as Marich takes full advantage of the vast blackness of the desert night. Marich's patience is titanic, drawing out the tension in each scene and then paying each off with a horrifying revelation. There's one scene filmed on the road where a car is driving towards the viewer that is executed so well it gives me chills just thinking about it. On top of that, Marich uses sound and lack of sounds to up the suspense geniusly. Much of the film is simply a dark screen, but what you hear is absolutely bone-chilling. The screams, the mad music of the desert, the whooshing sounds, that weird chanting going on, and the mumblings of a madman shuffling across the desert floor towards you. They don't have an image to tie to it, but it still makes for some of the most terrifying moments I've seen in found footage in quite a while. The acting is much better in this sequel as well. Susie Block was great in Entrance as a loner being stalked by a madman, but she feels genuine as a determined reporter hoping to get to the bottom of all of this. The other actors who are interviewed feel like they were stripped right from a real-life documentary with believable moments of sorrow, loss, and drama for those who went missing. Again, there are silent moments that linger in these interviews on the interviewees' sad faces that resonate more than a billion words. In the first film, it felt like the actors were somewhat amateurish. I'm glad they got a better quality cast for this one. The best compliment I can give Horror in the High Desert 2, Minerva, is that it feels real. If you didn't know it was a found footage film, one might think you were watching an extended Unsolved Mysteries episode. While the mystery is only deepened and not solved, the film provides some truly pants-shitting moments. The final reel again focuses on one person holding a camera in the dark trying to survive, and it really delivers in the same way the original's climax did, and then some. The creepy old guy, who you only see small snippets of, looks even creepier this time and much less like a Halloween mask. Dutch Marich knows what he's doing here. With the snippets of horror he shows and the scores more that he doesn't, this is one downright scary horror experience that shouldn't be missed by found footage fans. If you haven't seen Horror in the High Desert, it's streaming on Tubi, so go watch it, and then rent Horror in the High Desert 2, Minerva. It's one of those rare cases where the sequel learns from the mistakes of the original and improves upon them. I can't wait for the third installment that is already being filmed.
As always, feel free to agree, disagree, or give me your own picks for your favorite horror movies. It's October, so let's talk horror. Come back tomorrow for the next level in the Best in Horror Countdown. Be sure to hit all of the pertinent bells and whistles down below, and you'll never miss a post. Happy Halloween, folks.